Okay, we are in Burwood today on yet another roof, and we are looking down another chimney, and you can see uh, this hive. It's been here, the owner thought a month or so, or a few weeks. No, sorry, they said first lockdown, so um, 18 months. However, the hive goes really deep, so, and the comb's black, so we're clearly longer than 2 years. Anyway, let's have a look and work out what we're going to do. We've pulled the bricks out. The hive, as we already knew, goes below the roof line. We're hoping to be able to get to all the comb from up on this side though, because that way they don't have to pay for scaffolding. That said, the thermal image shows most of the heat in the middle of the hive, but that's the full extent of the hive. Some bricks left at the top, but the comb's black in sections, so the hive's been here for more than 5 years at least. So there we go. Yeah, another big hive. I was hoping for a shorter day. Okay, so we have brood baby bees right at the bottom, but thankfully not below the brickwork, because the hive does go a reasonable distance down. Basically, that's the bottom of the hive, and then there. So, yeah, yeah. So we should be able to get those sheets out and then put a blocker in, which is quite a relief. So let's keep doing that. Okay, so there was a time the hive went even deeper. You can see an old hive or abandoned hive lower down. So there we go. It's been here a very long time. Okay, there we go. So I've gotten through. It's what I call a dry hive, in that there's almost no honey in there. There's a little bit of nectar, you can see there. You can see the remnants of the old hive down lower. We'll scoop that out in a moment, and then put some old clothing in there to block off, and then we'll get the rest of this out. We haven't got the queen yet, but we know where she is. We just got to get to it. So yeah, well on the way. It's a lot easier when it's a dry hive, but it takes more work to keep them alive. Because it's a dry hive up there, the comb's quite hard and fragile, which makes it quite easy to just bring it down and frame it up down here, which is what I'm doing. Just makes my life easier. It means I don't have to take so much equipment up top. Okay, because the hive went a lot lower, obviously it was more of a cavity to fill up. So I've already gone through a few bags of old clothing just to get us to that point, and then they had a teeny tiny cushion in there that I've used as the capping on that stuff, but I still have all this to go. So they may need to get someone else to put some more things in the cavity when they get the brickwork fixed, because they don't have enough here. But we're well on the way. I ended up putting one of the shirts there because that cushiony thing that I managed to squeeze in was fibrous and the bees were getting stuck in it. We are still working, done a few layers, I've also taken the top off because it's all twisty and turny at the top, and probably another 30 centimetres down from the top is still twisty and turny, so sort of just trying to clear that out so that makes the rest of the relocation easier. I don't want the queen to end up there in that twisty turny stuff, because I've got to do so many cuts. There's more chance that I might accidentally cut the queen. So yeah, working from both ends at the moment. Okay, we're well into it. We've got what looks like 2 layers to go, with a little bit at the back. However, we've just caught the queen. Do not know if this is going to focus on me. Okay. There we go. Okay. So, queen is in there, right bottom left, and climb into the top left. So we're going to drop her in the hive box and in the cage, and we'll finish off. But a lovely big hive and very gentle bees, even though we have a storm approaching, so I'm hoping to get this done before the storm hits. And there we go. So cavity is now full, and there's only 1 or 2 bees flying around, so all done.